Ever pondered how a person can disappear into thin air, leaving no trace behind? Maura Murray's case might make you dwell on this enigma. Maura Murray was no ordinary woman. She was a bright and promising nursing student at the University of Massachusetts Amherst, known for her infectious smile and a heart filled with dreams. Her life was filled with the usual hustle and bustle of student life, juggling academics with a promising athletic career. But, as we all know, life is full of unexpected twists and turns. One winter day in 2004, a series of peculiar events unfolded. It was a day like any other, but there was a strange unease in the air. Maura packed up her dorm room, a move that puzzled her friends and roommates. It wasn't the end of the semester, nor was there any visible reason for her to do so. Then came the next peculiar act. Maura headed to the ATM and withdrew $280, almost emptying her bank account. This was followed by a visit to a nearby liquor store, where she purchased a considerable amount of alcohol. As if driven by an unseen force, Maura then embarked on a journey to New Hampshire, a place she held dear due to the many family vacations spent there during her childhood. But what was the urgency? What was she running from, or perhaps running towards? These are questions that still haunt those who knew her, and those who've come to know of her through the chilling tale of her disappearance. As the day faded into night, an eerie silence descended upon Route 112 in Haverhill, New Hampshire. A car, a black Saturn, was found crashed against a snowbank. The airbags had been deployed, and a box of red wine was splattered on the car seat. But the driver, Maura Murray, was nowhere to be found. Her car was found crashed on Route 112 in Haverhill, New Hampshire, but Maura was nowhere to be found. And thus, the mystery of Maura Murray's disappearance began. A mystery that continues to baffle and intrigue us to this day. Within no time, the search for Maura began, painting a chilling picture of mystery and desperation. The Haverhill Police Department was quick to respond to the scene of Maura's abandoned car. They were soon joined by the New Hampshire Fish and Game Department, initiating a thorough ground search of the surrounding areas. The first days were a flurry of activity. Law enforcement officers, accompanied by sniffer dogs, combed through the dense woods, while helicopters equipped with thermal imaging cameras hovered overhead, all in hopes of finding any trace of Maura. But the rugged, remote terrain of the White Mountains proved to be a formidable adversary. Maura's family and friends weren't far behind. They descended upon the area, driven by a desperate hope to find their loved one. They scoured the nearby areas, posted flyers, and asked locals if they had seen Maura. This was a collective effort, a community coming together, fueled by the shared goal of bringing Maura home. Volunteers also played a crucial role in the search. People from all walks of life, touched by Maura's story, stepped up to help. They braved the harsh New Hampshire winter, trudging through knee-deep snow, battling biting winds, and navigating treacherous icy paths. Their dedication was a testament to the human spirit, a beacon of hope amidst the despair. Despite the extensive search efforts, Maura remained elusive. Each passing day brought with it a growing sense of dread, as the chances of finding her dwindled. The sniffer dogs lost her scent just 100 yards from the crash site. The helicopters found no heat signatures, and the ground searches turned up nothing. It was as if Maura had vanished into thin air. The lack of any concrete leads was disheartening. The searchers were faced with the unnerving reality that Maura could be anywhere, lost in the vast wilderness or perhaps far beyond. The uncertainty was palpable, the frustration mounting. But they pressed on, refusing to give up. Despite the relentless efforts, Maura remained missing, and the mystery deepened. As the days turned into weeks, then months, the search for Maura evolved into a quest for answers, a journey into the unknown. With every mystery comes a slew of challenges. The search for Maura was no different. The pursuit to uncover what happened to Maura Murray drew a complex web of obstacles. Investigators were immediately faced with the pressing issue of scant leads. Maura's sudden disappearance left behind few tangible clues. Her car, abandoned on a remote road, offered little in the way of concrete evidence. The items found within the vehicle, a soda bottle with a trace of alcohol, a rag stuffed in the tailpipe, maps and other personal belongings, were intriguing, yet they painted a nebulous picture. Adding to this was the problem of conflicting witness statements. Those few who saw Maura or her car on the day of her disappearance couldn't agree on key details. Was Maura alone, or was there a mysterious man smoking a cigarette in the passenger seat? Was she in distress, or did she seem calm? These diverging testimonies muddied the waters, making it difficult for investigators to piece together a reliable narrative of Maura's final known moments. Perhaps one of the most daunting challenges was the remote and rugged terrain of the search area. The crash site was nestled in the heart of New Hampshire's White Mountains, an area known for its harsh winters and dense forests. The unforgiving landscape posed significant hurdles for search teams. Despite extensive ground and aerial searches, the vast wilderness offered no trace of Maura. Maura's disappearance soon caught the eye of the media, leading to a flurry of theories and speculation. As the story of Maura's mysterious vanishing began to circulate, both local and national news outlets picked up her story, catapulting this puzzling case into the public eye. Media attention was intense and unyielding. News articles, television segments, even documentaries were produced, each piece striving to shed light on the perplexing circumstances surrounding Maura's disappearance. The constant coverage served to keep Maura's story alive, fostering public awareness and ensuring that her name was not forgotten. But with this intense scrutiny came a whirlwind of theories and speculation. Some believed that foul play was involved. They pointed to the eerie circumstances of her car crash, her sudden unexplained departure from her university, and the lack of any concrete leads as evidence of something sinister. Others theorized that Maura had voluntarily disappeared, desperate to start anew. They cited her packed belongings, the withdrawal of a substantial amount of cash, and her research into cabins in Vermont as potential indicators of a planned departure. Yet another group clung to the potential sightings of Maura in the years since she went missing. Reports of a woman resembling Maura in places as far-flung as Canada sparked hope that she might still be alive, living under a new identity. The media's relentless coverage and the public's fascination with Maura's story have turned her disappearance into a phenomenon, a mystery that continues to captivate and confound. With each new theory, each potential sighting, the puzzle of what happened to Maura Murray only grows more complex. And so the question remains, where is Maura Murray? Despite the media's dogged attention, despite the countless theories and endless speculation, the answer to that question is as elusive as ever. As we delve deeper into this enigma, we must remember that at the heart of this mystery is a young woman whose fate remains unknown. While theories abound, the truth remains elusive. It's been years, but the impact of Maura's disappearance and the unanswered questions continue to haunt many. The void left behind by Maura is not just a gaping hole in the lives of her immediate family and friends, but also a chilling mystery that lingers in the local community and beyond. Maura's family, friends, and even strangers who followed her case live in a state of suspended animation, torn between hope and despair. Her parents' faces bear the lines of 1,000 sleepless nights, their eyes reflecting a pain that only those who've lost can truly understand. Her friends recount stories of Maura, laughter tinged with sorrow, their voices growing soft as they speak of a future that was never to be. The local community too feels the weight of her absence, a shared sense of loss that binds them together. Yet amidst the heartache there's a determination that persists, a determination to seek the truth, to find answers, to bring Maura home. Rallies are held, posters are put up, and the search for Maura never truly ends. Her name, her story, continues to echo in every corner of the town, a haunting refrain that serves as a constant reminder of the mystery that remains. And what of the unresolved questions, the clues that lead to dead ends, the sightings that cannot be confirmed, the theories that only serve to deepen the enigma, the last phone call, the crashed car, the footprint in the snow, fragments of a puzzle that refuses to come together. Each unanswered question adds another layer to the mystery, a complexity that is as intriguing as it is frustrating. As we sift through the evidence, as we revisit the timeline, as we grapple with the possibilities, we realize that the mystery of Maura's disappearance isn't just about the missing pieces, it's about the pieces we have that don't quite fit. It's about the contradictions, the inconsistencies, the uncertainties. As we continue to seek answers, Maura Murray's disappearance remains one of the most puzzling mysteries of our time.